SFL Nation, checking in with you tonight, live from Memphis, Tennessee. It's your boy Eddie Gage. And with that, you know the slogan. Look to your left, to your right, along with your family and friends watching the game with you, and say it along with me. What up, though? Tonight, we have Cameron Irvine running production from somewhere deep in Arkansas. Alongside me tonight, calling this Week 8 action is Gerald Giudice. Tonight, we have the 4-2 Memphis looking to coming off their 24-17 win at Salt Lake City, looking to solidify their playoff positioning as they host the 0-7 San Jose Flight, who have suffered a number of one-score losses. At this point in the season, playing for pride and looking to play spoiler. Gerald, what are you looking for tonight in this contest?
I'm looking for Memphis to try to be one of three guaranteed teams here, or two guaranteed teams of 5-2, Birmingham, and the winner of the Annapolis Albuquerque game. San Jose just trying to get off the schneid, not trying to finish winless here. As you said, a couple of horrible less than 1 point losses here just stifled them. So let's see if they can play spoiler and get their only win of the season.
Memphis coin toss and elects to kick off this ball. Buckle your seatbelts. Kickoff is now. And with that, we have kickoff. San Jose return this ball. Is going to return it deep and get tackled around a 30-yard line. San Jose is going to get this ball first, Gerald.
San Jose struggling offensively this year, only averaging 13.1 points a game offensively, which is last in the SFL minor league. They just have not been able to move the ball consistently game per game.
Colin Pierce looking to change that this evening, get their first win of the season under center. Tight bunch. Then a three-step drop and get this ball off to its running back, who's going to get the ball and break a number of tackles and finally gets tackled at the 39-yard line for a gain of 9 yards.
Nice swing pass out there to Jimmy Hazard. Colin Pierce coming into this game, 4 touchdowns, 12 interceptions, second in the league. So they want to try to get Colin Pierce settled early, and that's a great way to do it.
But indeed came into this contest with 30 plus 35 catches on the season. 2nd and 1, they're going to hand this ball off to him once again, but this time he's going to get stacked up for a loss on the play of 1 yard.
Chase Amherst up with the stick there for the loss of 1, bringing up a 3rd and a long 2. Short 3 coming up for the Flight.
3rd and 2, they want to keep their offense on the field here. Going to line up empty. Colin receives the snap, surveys the field, is going to get this ball off deep down the field. It's going to be complete for a big gain on the play. They're going to move the sticks. Number 89, Will Todd. Nice gain there.
Well, Todd, your number 1 ranked tight end in the SFL minor league, coming up with a huge grab right there. His 23rd grab of the season, gets him across midfield.
And 15 yards of a catch on the season. That's 6 in the SFL. Free play here. They're going to hand this ball off. It's going to get stacked up at the line of scrimmage, but it's not going to matter as San Jose is going to accept this penalty and it'll be 1st and 5.
Yeah, mistake there by the Memphis defensive player. I didn't catch the number. The offsides will give them a free 5 yards, bring up a 1st and 5. That's number 93, Trevor Flemings, with the mistake right there for Memphis.
And make that mistake this early on. You're trying to set a tone on how this ball game is going to go. Can't afford to give up free plays here. San Jose looking to get some momentum going and pick up their first win of the season. Memphis giving them a hand there with that free penalty. 1st and 5 for Colin Pierce. Going to hand this ball off once again, and once again he's going to get stacked up after a gain of about 2 yards on the play. Is Jimmy Hazard once again.
Maverick Hughes coming up with the tackle, 2nd in total tackles in the SFL with 62 coming in. So it's a big 2nd and 3 here for both squads. We'll see what happens.
2nd and 3. Trying to stay ahead of the chains here is Colin Pierce. He's going to hand his ball off, and this time he's going to break free. No one's going to touch him until he gets down to the 10-yard line. Jimmy Hazard. Nice big game on the play. He was untouched right there through the middle.
Great, great blocking by the offensive line here. As you see, big number 68, Randy Gentry, the tackle, the center, Trevor Bowen coming up with a huge hole for Jimmy Hazard to run through. And they have first and goal here at the 10. They're knocking on the door early.
3 yards on the carry on the season. That was a nice sight to see there as he hands it off to him once again. Going to run into his own man, breaks off a tackle and runs into the end zone. It's going to be a touchdown for San Jose. And just like that, they've come into Memphis here looking to make a statement.
Coming in, as I said, only scoring 13 points a game. Gets on the board early again. Look at the hole, Eddie, that they have. You and I could have zombed our way through that hole to get to a touchdown. What a opening drive here by the San Jose Flight. They're going to get the extra point to go up 7.
Me before Thanksgiving, I could have fit through that hole too, but now I'm still recuperating after those second and third helpings. So I might have got tackled after about a 2-yard gain.
Aren't we all, Eddie? Aren't we all?
Jack Lewis, number 19 for San Jose, is going to get the extra point up, and it is good. And just like that, here in the opening minutes of this ball game, San Jose has already put up 7 points on the board against Memphis. Who saw that coming?
I don't think anybody saw it coming. They definitely have had their struggles scoring offensively. They've only had 2 games where they've scored 20 or more. So a great offensive series there by San Jose, and actually puts Memphis on their heels early in the ball game.
Yes, it does. Memphis trying to rebound here. Going to get this kickoff and return it up, and going to get tackled at around the 24-yard line. They're going to mark it.
Yeah, it was a great play there by the San Jose special teams to force Harris out wide instead of coming right up the middle. He broke his momentum, tackled him inside the 25. So great start here for San Jose on both sides of the ball.
O.J. Bruin going to come into this contest. He's going to be their starter for this week. Up under center. Doesn't like what he sees. Going to audible. 4 receiver set. 5-step drop. Going to get this ball in the out route. Out to his right for a nice pickup of 9.5 yards. They're going to call it. Going to be second and inches coming up for Memphis.
They play there to C.J. Arthur. Speaking of O.J. Bruin, and the other quarterback happens to be for them, Joseph Green. Their stats are so similar. Listen to this. Joseph Green, 62 of 85 for 657 yards and 3 scores. O.J. Bruin, 63 of 92 for 751 and 2. So they're definitely getting consistent quarterback play on this Memphis squad.
O.J. Bruin's going to line up in the shotgun and hand it off to his tailback. One of the few plays that you see hardly ran in the SFLm, even here in the minors. They get a nice chunk of about 8 yards on the carry.
That was a great play. As they got right in the backfield. You see number 71, I believe, or 74. That was Tyler Humdinger coming in there. But I'll tell you what, that was an amazing run there. It was a great play.
P. Wells, brother of longtime SFL pro Jalen Wells with the carry there. 7-step drop here. No one is open. He's going to get sacked. They got a coverage sack is going to be no one open downfield, and Memphis takes a sack here early, getting themselves behind the chains.
Elmer coming around the outside, as you can see, he beats number 61, Courtney Neal, on the basically on a swim move, trying to get around him, bringing up a 2nd and long for Memphis.
Well behind the chains and lining up here in a power strong set. Doesn't like what he sees. Going to audible once again. Going to get the ball out to his tailback. He's going to get stacked up right along the line of scrimmage for no gain. 3rd and forever coming up.
Devin King read that perfectly. That ball might have been a little bit high to break his momentum. But Devin King, the number 1 rated linebacker, coming into this game, 2nd in the league in tackles for loss with 11.
3rd and 17. 5-step drop, 5 receiver set. Going to throw the ball deep downfield. It's going to get batted down. Ball intended for Michael Hammer. Big time acquisition for them. But no can do, and Memphis going to have to punt.
Evan Lacey just read the play perfectly. You see, knowing that he had to help the quarterback and the cornerback there on the deep route, was just a little bit late getting it, was able to get that paw up there and stop a big play from happening, and San Jose forces the punt.
Lacey coming to this contest with 3 passes defense, gets his 4th one there. Big play to get his defense off the field.
Definitely, and that's definitely what San Jose needs. They need to get as many possessions as they can to try to get more points on the board.
Lacey's in the chat somehow trying to figure out how he's playing and chatting at the same time, causing the no-fly zone as Memphis gets this ball away. Nice punt. 4.2 seconds of hang time. They're going to get tackled right around the 32-yard line. They're going to call it. It's going to be San Jose who's looking to extend this lead here.
Getting up a little bit slow. San Jose was wide receiver Marty Hampton there. Took a big stop here. Let's see if San Jose can continue their offensive momentum here and get some more points on the board.
Colin Pierce lined up with 4 receivers. 3-step drop, gets the ball out once again to his tailback, who's getting involved pretty early in this contest here. Only picks up a yard and a swing pass.
Wherever you see the ball around the backfield, guess who you're going to see? You're going to see number 47, Maverick Hughes, with his second big tackle this opening quarter.
Maverick Hughes coming to this contest, second in the entire SFLm with 62 tackles, looking to increase it this week. San Jose, 4 receivers, doesn't like what he sees. Once again, Collins going to audible. 3-step drop. Got some pressure in his face, was able to get the ball away to his receiver. Number 13, Doug Spelling, coming in with 33 catches a season. Nice pickup of about 5 yards there. 3rd and 4 coming up.
Yeah, looked like he was going to go to the left with that ball, but the pressure was coming, rolled out to his right, and found number 13, Doug Spelling, for a nice gain here, 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4, two tight ends on the field this time. Receivers both off to his right. It's going to be a 3-step drop, surveys the field, gets the ball to a wide open receiver there, number 81, Jeff Banfield. And they're going to extend this drive and move the chains.
Colin Pierce, 5 for 5 so far in the game. He has a wide open pocket there. And look at that beautiful concentration there. And Jeff Banfield with that perfectly thrown football. San Jose is actually surprising this Memphis River Runners defense.
This defense and this crowd who's trying to figure out just what the heck is happening right here. Colin Pierce going to survey the field once more. 2 receivers off to his left. Going to hand this ball off to his running back, who's going to get 3 yards before he's met by a number of defenders. 2nd and 7 coming up.
Alden Bleeker coming up with the stop. And like you said, this Memphis crowd is stunned at their Memphis River Runners are down 7 already, with San Jose driving once again.
And off to his left, 3 receivers on the field. It's going to be a 3-step drop once again. And once again, he's going to get the ball downfield to an open receiver. This time it's Will Todd coming into this game with 22 catches. Gets his first on the day here.
Will Todd coming across the middle. Number 1 rated tight end in the league, 6'4", 240, and is deceptively quick for a tight end. As you see there, blowing past the linebacker there to gain a lot of yards.
Todd, you can find in the chat every day, all day. One of the most positive people you'll find in the entire SFL. Is going to be a great asset to whoever drafts him, as San Jose hands the ball off once again, keeping them ahead of the chains with a 3-yard gain there for Jimmy Hazard.
I love the mix of run and pass here by San Jose, just definitely keeping Memphis River Runners guessing on what they're going to be calling here. I'm very impressed with the San Jose flight coming in at 0-7 and nothing to lose.
Gets the handoff once again, but unable to elude the defensive end chasing him. He's going to get tackled in the backfield for a 1-yard loss.
Oliver Graham, cornerback, coming up on run defense there, making a big play to force a 3rd and 9 at the 31-yard line of Memphis. They're just on the outskirts of field goal range there for their kicker, number 19.
3-step drop. This time he's going to get hit as he throws. And Colin Pierce, that ball's going to fall incomplete. And it's going to be a 48-yard field goal should they elect to try it from here. Jack Lewis is perfect on the season, but his career long is 45 yards. Will they march him out here?
They're gonna hopefully march him out here. Gonna see if he can get backup quarterback. Yes, Jack Lewis is gonna come out here. You're right. His career long is 45, so he's on the brink, but I think he has enough leg to do it.
45-yard field goal. 45 is long. Gets this one up and away. Snap and hold is good. And this kick is good. They're going to call it from 48 yards out. A new career long for Jack Lewis. Looking to make his name known and move up those draft boards for any potential suitors.
We're going to talk about putting leg into it. It hits the screen in the back. And believe it or not, 10-0. The flight over the River Runners right now. Upset alert. You know it.
In Memphis, let's not remind you. San Jose is going to kick this ball off to Memphis, looking to get some momentum going with their offense. Return this ball after collecting it around the 4-yard line. Ducks a number of defenders before they're being tackled at about the 28-yard line. Memphis trying to get some momentum going.
Corey Nichols just might have stopped the humongous return there by Kent Harris. Just that spin move almost broke a tackle. Let's see what Memphis can do here. They're down 10. They're not used to this, especially at home. Let's see what they can do to come back in this football game.
Joseph Green with a big 7-step drop, looks downfield. No one is open, so he checks it down to his big tight end. It's going to be a game of about 11 on the play. First down, Memphis.
Number 83, Tony Paglia, the backup wide receiver with that grab. Nice little turn and move to get the first down. He was wide open. They just lost track of him.
That they did. Drop back deep beyond the sticks and pretty much gave him a free first down in the play. This time going to line up in the gun. Oh, and that ball is almost intercepted as it's bobbling around the back of the defender there. Ill-advised throw there, and Memphis can count their lucky stars on that play.
Gary Clem, the inside linebacker, coming up with a big play. The 6'3", 255-pounder coming in with 5 pass deflections on the season. Make it 6.
Empty set, 5 receivers, 5-step drop. Going to get this ball off, going to dump it out to the outside. The numbers for a short gain on the play. I'm not even sure if he even caught that one. I think they ruled it incomplete.
It was incomplete. I think both receivers were in the same area that shouldn't have been. I think one was supposed to break that toward the inside a little bit, but it brings up a big third down conversion here for Memphis early in this ball game. You hate to say it's big, but it is.
5 receivers on the field for Memphis. Doesn't like what he sees. He's going to audible. 3-step drop. He gets it out. But looks like the receiver and the quarterback were miscommunicating on the timing there. And it's going to fall incomplete and force another 4th down here for Memphis.
O.J. Bruin was signaling for a flag there for pass interference. I believe that ball might have been tipped at the line of scrimmage to get rid of the pass interference call. But what can you say about San Jose coming to play 0-7, have nothing to lose, and they're playing like it right now, up 10-0.
2 drives for San Jose, and they capitalize on both of them. They're going to start a third here. They're going to get this ball on a punt. They're going to get tackled immediately. Going to be down to the 26-yard line, and San Jose looking to score again here. A lot of people are watching this game asking themselves, what the heck am I watching? Well, say less. If you're new to the Simulation Football League, you're watching the first controllerless esport where strategy and the AI, instead of thumbs, determines the outcome. Teams submit game plans prior to the simulation, and the results play out live in real time with hundreds of viewers, tuned players, scouts, and coaches, and team owners on the field to create an all-new kind of virtual reality. Visit Simulationfl.net for more information. As this ball is going to be swung out to the flat, it's going to be caught for a gain of about 2 yards. They aren't getting much productivity down the field, but they're doing enough to keep those chains moving, Gerald.
Brandon Brandt coming out of the backfield there on this fullback swing pass. Second ain't nothing doing, but it keeps them, Memphis River Runners defense, on their toes here with those wide pass plays.
Lining up in the gun is Colin Pierce with 2 tailbacks beside him. 2 receivers going to look, survey the field, sees no one else, going to dump it off to his outlet receiver. And it's going to be a gain of about 7 or 8 yards. And once again, Will Todd with his 3rd catch on the day.
Colin Pierce put that ball where only Will Todd could get it. What a throw. Just out of the reach of the defender, and is able to turn upfield and gain 8 yards to bring up 3rd and 1.
3rd and 1 upcoming. Free play for San Jose is going to lead to a first down as the tailback falls forward for a first down, but they're going to decline. They're going to accept this penalty and get more yards downfield. It's going to be a pickup of 5.
Yeah, Jackson Phillips there made the tackle, but as you said, big number 99, Max Knight, the 6'5", 350-pound D tackle. Gotta love those D tackles. Makes an ill-advised jump off size, giving them a free 5 for the 2nd time in the game. And when you're down 10-0, you don't want to hand momentum to your opposition, and that just might have done it.
You're exactly right. As this first quarter comes to a close, we're going to take a brief timeout, but don't go anywhere because around here there's so much action. There's no time for commercials. We're just going to take a sip of water. We'll be right back. Second quarter going right to left. Gonna hand the ball off to his tailback, Jimmy Hazard, who gets up looking at his offensive lineman asking, hey, what just happened there? As soon as he received that ball, Jero, he was getting knocked backwards.
Charles Warehouse, the big tackle. Jimmy Hazard might need some hazard pay after that hit. Wow.
You're absolutely right. 2nd and 13 coming up. He's going to hand the ball off once again at Jimmy Hazard, who once again is going to get tackled in the backfield. 3rd and 14 coming up. They're getting no push on their offensive line on this drive.
Dick Vaughn coming up with that tackle, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and long situation for San Jose. They haven't been in this position so far in this game. Let's see how Colin Pierce and the fight react.
Step drop, 3 receivers to his left. Survey the field, sees no one up. Got to get rid of it. He's not going to, and he's going to get sacked. 3 consecutive plays for loss for San Jose, who were looking to keep the momentum going. They could not do it. They're going to find themselves punting for the first time today. Trevor Flemings with the sack.
That is definitely a coverage sack, as Pierce had nowhere to throw the football. If you're Colin Pierce, you have to count, and if you don't have that amount of time for an open receiver, throw the ball away. You can't take a sack, especially at this point of the game where you're deep in your own territory.
Wide receiver Vim Zalis was actually open on the crossing pattern, but he did not seem to come downfield. So Jose is going to punt this ball away. Good hang time once again as Memphis is going to receive it and return the ball about 5 yards. Was going to get tackled at the 38-yard line. Memphis looking to put some points on the board on this drive.
Great downfield coverage right there by Kyle Perry. Memphis needs to put some points on the board on this drive. Whether it's a field goal, whether it's a touchdown, either way, they need to get points on the board here to stop this momentum for this flight.
Tight ends on the play. Memphis moving left to right. 5-step drop. No one open. Going to dump this ball off in the flat, but he's going to drop the ball wide open. Cannot happen. And Memphis just cannot seem to get any positive momentum going for themselves here early.
DJ Arthur, I think, heard some footsteps there because there was a linebacker bearing down on him, and he just took his eyes off the football, bringing up a 2nd and 10.
You're absolutely right. As he was diving at him, in fact, looking to take his head off, and he had long career ambitions in mind and dropped that football. 2nd and 10 for Memphis. 3 receivers on the field. Big 7-step drop, looking downfield. He's going to take a shot downfield, but it's almost intercepted. Ill-advised throw there, and wow, I mean, Memphis just can do no right here early on offense.
Evan Lacey came with a knockdown, but I will say this. O.J. Bruin, if that ball had 3 more yards of air under it, we're going to be talking about a touchdown to Jason France. because he was behind the defense. Lacey needed to make that play, or it would have been a 10-7 ball game. So great play by Evan Lacey to bring up 3rd and 10.
Yeah, all he needs to do is get a little bit more air under it, and that receiver would have still been running. But instead, we're looking at a 3rd and 10 for Memphis, who goes empty once again. 5-step drop, going to throw this ball deep downfield, and it's almost intercepted again. Memphis looking, I'm not even sure if they have a first down today here yet, Gerald.
That was a great play defensively. Again, looking for the big play tight end, 6'7", 280. You might as well go for him, 6'7". You can put that ball up there and have him get it. Another great defensive stand by the flight here to have them go 3 and out.
I believe his receiver, Jason French, actually saved himself from an interception as the corner locked it in, but was unable to hold on to it. Memphis is going to punt this ball away yet again. Hans Jose is going to get the ball and get tackled at about the 28-yard line. 3 drives, 2 scores. Looking to add a 3rd one here.
San Jose Flight is playing, I think, probably their best game of the season. They've had a couple close losses. 5 to Salt Lake, 4 to Ottawa, 4 to Annapolis. So they can be in ball games here. They just need to close the deal.
On the offset eye with a stretch play, and they're going to find Hazard wide open. It's going to be a foot race to the end zone. And he's going to get tackled after a massive gain down to the 32. A long of 39 yards, his biggest of the day.
74 yards for Hazard. Watch this block here on the outside. They're not going to get it, but Jeff Banfield made a great seal block to spring Hazard to the outside, and big gain at the 32. They are in field goal range right now. So if San Jose can keep this momentum up, they could be the spoiler that Memphis didn't want to see coming.
Only one man to beat with the Mike linebacker peeking in the A gap. 3-step drop, going to get this ball off to his running back. Once again, Hazard's going to catch on the swing pass out to his right for a pick of about 4 yards. And as you said, they're already in field goal range.
This is where Colin Pierce needs to be smart with the football. Like I said, 12 interceptions, 2nd in the SFL minor league. Coming in, he needs to protect the football. You have 3 points, protect it.
He's going to get this ball, and you felt the pain from up here as we could all hear the cleats from up here in the booth. As he gets a pick of about 1 yard, it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Mike Ryan, you might think he might be small for a strong safety, 6'1", 204, but I'll tell you what, he hits like a linebacker that's 6'5", 250. Great strong safety for the Memphis River Runners.
Want to be smart with the football right here. Don't want to. And he's going to hand this ball off, and once he's going to get a tackle, run up the middle for a gain of about 9 yards. It's going to bring up another first down. Memphis was not prepared for the inside run game of San Jose here today.
Great coaching here by San Jose. As you said, you want to take the ball out of a quarterback's hands that is turnover prone. So 3rd and long, they still went for the run. Very conservative, but it pays off big with the first down. Jimmy Hazard running roughshod right now over the Memphis River Runners.
San Jose with the ball inside the red zone, 19-yard line. 2 receivers off to his right. Tripp's going to hand it off to his tailback, and this time he's going to get tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Every time he seems to run to the right or to the left of the tackles, he gets met by the opposition. His successes has been up the middle.
Except for that one play earlier in this drive, you're right. They have not been able to run to the outside. That was a big loss to 2, bringing up 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12, going to go single back. 2 tight ends on the field. 5-step drop is going to elude the defense, get the ball out to a wide open receiver. They're going to call it a catch, mark him down at the 3-yard line. Jeff Banfield, I believe that's his 2nd catch on the day.
What a step-up throw here by Colin Pierce. You can see he feels the pressure by Max Knight, steps up, and throws an absolute laser. And that was a great concentration by Banfield to get the right foot down. And they are driving. They are inside the 5, and they can possibly go up 2 scores with this play.
On defense by Memphis. Ball is handed off to Hazard, who's going to be met at the line of scrimmage for no gain coming up. Memphis need to bite down their mouthpiece and stop San Jose from getting the end zone here.
And Mike Ryan coming up on the run blitz there, plugging up the hole, bringing up 2nd and goal here. Like to see Hazard get the ball once again, but this time go to the left and try to go outside.
Goal line defense once again, putting a lot of pressure on that corner off to the left. Should they choose to pass? They don't. They're going to hand this ball off, and he's going to elude a defender and walk into the end zone. His 2nd touchdown on the day, and San Jose, 17-0 lead upcoming. This crowd is stunned.
A backup running back, Larry Hormel, coming in here, making a good impression of Jimmy Hazard with the spin move. And 16-0. Who would have thought this? As CJ Arthur says, what the hell is happening in the chat?
You took the words right out of my mouth. The crowd is stunned. Everyone in chat is stunned. Everyone is stunned. As you point up in the air, and it is good. And San Jose, with 6 minutes left in this half, are up 17-0. Fans, do you want to get in the field and perhaps help this Memphis team out, or any team out for that matter? The second of the season of the SFL is still underway, but it's not too late to build a player, get on a team, and start progressing in preparation for the next SFL rookie draft coming this December. Visit Simulationfl.net to join our Discord server and get on the field. Contact Deputy Commissioner Andrew Restelli on Discord after visiting the Get Started channel if you have any further questions. We'll see you on the field soon. Memphis gets the return, is going to bring it out to the 23-yard line, trying to get a 1st down and some momentum going to pick up some points to end this half out, Gerald.
Memphis, not a passing team. They come in here ranked 7th at 234.7 yards per game, but they're going to have to start throwing the football here. They are being down 3 scores. They need to score quickly.
5-step drop. Sees no one open, decide to dump it off to an open receiver. That's going to be number 14 for Memphis, CJ Arthur, getting involved pretty heavily here early on.
Coming up with a 2nd and 6. I'd like to see a little bit more of an up-paced tempo here for Memphis, trying to keep San Jose's defense, who is probably as fresh as a daisy, with San Jose offense being on the field so much. They need to start picking up the momentum and pick up the speed.
You're absolutely right. And this run is going to help those matters out as he picks up 5 yards on the carry. Is GP Wells once again.
GP Wells, you might think he's small frame back and 5'9". You would think he is. But GP Wells can find holes that no other running back can find in a line. I'll tell you, this is a big asset for Memphis.
3rd and half yard. This time they're going to hand the ball off in a stretch play, and he picks up the 1st down before being baptized and introduced to the turf there, but he picks up a 1st down.
Monte Wyatt says hello. What a hit. But if they get the 1st down, they're trying to get a little bit of momentum here before the half. I think they need to really score a touchdown here to put San Jose at making money easy going into the half.
I agree with you. 3rd straight play. Come out of a bunt set, and this time going to hand the ball off, on the stretch play. Then to spin his way and elude the defender before being tackled after an 8-yard gain. Perhaps Memphis found something with this bunt set here, Gerald.
G.P. Wells, you just earned your paycheck for the game. How do you make 3, not 1, not 2, but 3 flight defenders miss? Unbelievable.
Bunt set once again, and going to hand the ball off to GP Wells. He's going to pick up the 1st down. Just barely gets out ahead of the chains, but they're going to keep this drive going.
Definitely the best drive of the 1st half for Memphis. To keep this ball rolling here, 3:40 and change to go. See if they can put this ball in the end zone.
This time they put the extra tight end out on the line of scrimmage. 2 backs in the backfield directly behind the quarterback. Pro set, 3-step drop, and a wide open receiver for a nice chunk of about 14 yards on the play. I believe that's the fullback for Memphis. It is. I'm excuse me, it's the tailback, the tight end. Tight end Sean Brill on the reception.
Sean Brill coming up with a big time play there. I like the quick strike offense right now for Memphis. Then get the ball out of his hands before the defense is set, and they're moving the ball down the field. 3 minutes to go.
Back in the backfield, 5-step drop. He's going to throw the ball off, and this time he does to GP Wells, but they're going to get tackled just behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of about a half yard in the play.
That was a dangerous pass, as well as looked like he was going to block and just released in time to get that football. Like I said, it's a loss of a half yard. They're going to say it's a loss of a yard, bringing up 2nd and 11.
That ball went right by the left ear hole of the defensive end who was barreling in on the quarterback. Single back. 5-step jump is going to dump the ball off, but it's going to get dropped as perhaps he was looking to make a move downfield. Going to fall incomplete. 3rd and 11 coming up.
That's the wide receiver and returner, Kent Harris, with the drop right there. I might have been just trying to make a play, like you said, and having his eyes upfield instead of having his eyes on the football. Brings up a big 3rd down for Memphis.
Number 33 is ready to take his head off. Memphis lines up in a gun straight. 3 receivers at the bottom of the screen. One at the top. It's going to be a short drop, and he's going to get hit as he throws. And they're going to actually call it a sack. Tackle for a 4-yard loss. And it's going to be 4th and 15. And Memphis is going to have to punt this ball off again.
Justin Wayne coming up, as you saw right there on that replay. OJ Bruin just saw him coming and could not get out of the way here. Probably going to let the clock run down here to the 2-minute warning. Upset in the making right now here, Memphis.
2-minute warning. Memphis about to punt this ball off. The crowd is stunned. The fans at home are stunned. Could their playoff positioning be shunned as well? Stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. No commercials around here. Memphis going to get this punt away, looking to pin San Jose deep in their own end. They elect to let the ball hit the ground, and it's going to bounce its way into the end zone after the fortuitous bounce for San Jose.
If you're Memphis, there, you need to try to punt that toward the sideline here. I'm a big proponent of that. Just kick it to the sideline. Hey, if they're out at the 10, it's better than being at the 20. It's still a 10-yard gain in field position. So let's see what happens here with $1:52 left.
I agree with you, but that returner has got to field that ball. Going to get handed off to Hazard. He's going to weave his way for a gain of about 8 yards. San Jose sticking to the script and continue to run this ball up the middle.
Hazard leading the SFL minor league in carries coming into this game. 30 touchdowns with 4. And San Jose has come out and played an amazing first half of football here, and it just keeps going here at the end of the second quarter.
Hazard with 88 yards of rushing here in the first half. He's going to get another carry right up the middle, and he's going to get tackled this time for a 1-yard loss.
Everett Hughes coming up with the stop. I'm surprised Memphis aren't using their timeouts right here to possibly get the ball back here with a minute to go and change. Need to stop here and call a timeout and get that football back.
If they get a top stop here short of gain, I would definitely call a timeout. Pro 2 backs in the backfield, and Hazard going to get stuffed at the line of scrimmage for no gain, and Memphis does elect to call a timeout. This time, they got to get the ball back with relatively good field position here.
They should. I think they made a mistake here with the timeouts. I think they should have called one after second down, but they're saving 2 timeouts here. See if special teams can give them at least a shot at the end zone here at the end of this half.
Can't tell if they're coming towards the kicker, if they're going to just play defense. They like to play defense. They're going to get this ball away, and Memphis signaling for the fair catch. is going to be signaled at the 35-yard line. Gerald, do you play conservative here or do you get aggressive?
Down 17-0. You're in a 5-team fight at 4-2. 4-team fight at 4-2. You need to be aggressive here to try to get some points and get some momentum. Got right before the half.
Two tight ends on the field. Tailback split off to his right. Big 5-step drop. He's going to survey the field. That ball is almost intercepted, but it ends up getting caught for a first down off the deflection. Ow. They're going to hurry up to the line here, not call a timeout. 3-step drop this time. Going to get this ball out to a receiver. Going to be a pick of about 9 yards.
Oh, a timeout. You have 2 to go.
C.J. Arthur on the reception, his 5th on the day, I believe. Going to hand the ball off, and it's going to be tackled right at the first down marker. Memphis, with the clock running down, does not call a timeout. They have 2 left. What's going on here? Big 5-step drop, going to survey, get the ball down deep downfield. It's going to get caught and marked down at about the 16-yard line. Memphis bailed out with the immaculate reception there, and I'm sure he's going to bring on the field goal unit.
I just don't understand the play clock logic there. O.J. Bruin and the Memphis River Runners, you had 2 timeouts. You had so much more time. Could have had at least another 10, 12, maybe even 15 seconds. I agree with you, Kingston Ellington. That running play was a horrible call.
It was indeed. Memphis elected to go for the field goal attempt here with 3 seconds left on the clock. Trying to bring this down to a 2-score lead. Good snap, good hold, kick is up, and it is good. So we're going to close out this half with Memphis trailing 17-3, finally getting points on the board as time expires, Gerald.
Yeah, but I think that's a missed opportunity there. We had a chance to put 7 on the board. Horrible clock management there by the River Runners. They get that goal on the board and make it 17-3.
Agree. I mean, to finally get some momentum going via an up-tempo offense and get points on the board, but you just wonder what could have been and if this is going to come back and haunt them should they lose by 4 points or less. This game started.
I'm sorry, go ahead, Jerry.
This game started out with San Jose doing everything they wanted to via the run and pass, particularly up the middle. You know, with the exception of that stretch play off to their left, they have dictated the pace in this game on both sides of the ball. The offensive line is held up, creating big holes and giving his quarterback the time he needs to get the ball downfield. Memphis unable to get any offense going up here until the waning moments of this first half. Constantly find themselves off the field, giving the ball back to San Jose. And San Jose is 22 minutes away from picking up their first win of the season potentially.
As you saw the stats right there, San Jose controlling the clock. And I've always said if you control the clock, you can control the football game. You see some plays here, some replays of the first half. First half, I think San Jose, I don't think you could have played a better half of football, more complete half of football. And what a way to do it. You got to go out with a win here. If you're Memphis, you just saw that up-tempo pace of offense could be your saving grace here in the second half. I think you need to do more of that to try to get yourselves back in this game, but you got to get your defense off of the field. They're having too many 3-and-outs and just having that San Jose defense rest.
I totally agree with you. Michael Hammer for Memphis came into this game with 40 catches, but he was averaging 13.9 yards per catch, which is 10th in the SFLm, and he used that big one to set up that 3-point field goal to end a half. Memphis is going to get this ball around the 6-yard line. They're going to return it up to the 25 before being tackled, and they're going to try to keep this momentum going. It's be interesting to see if they use up-tempo offense to try and do so.
And the River Runners, you need to get your playmakers involved here. Quarterback O.J. Bruin, your halfback G.P. Wells, your wide receiver core of C.J. Arthur, Michael Hammer, Jason France. You have your receivers. You have talented players. You need to get them in the end zone.
All 3 of those receivers are on the field right here. As he lines up in the gun, he's going to hand this ball off on a delay for a pickup of about 4 yards.
I like
GP
the
Wells
play
Jr.
call. I love the play call there for Wells. He could have broke it to the left to gain a couple more yards, and going to bring up 2nd and 6.
Spread the defense out, hit him with a draw play. Easy 4-yard pickup. This time he's going to bring out 3 receivers on the field once again. In the spread offense, 2 backs in the backfield. Going to hand this ball off to Wells. He's going to pick up about a yard on the play. 3rd and 5 coming up.
Great play there at Gary Clem. Devin King comes up with the tackle, but Gary Clem forced him to go inside where Devin King was waiting for him. Brings up a big 3rd down conversion here for Memphis.
3rd and 5. Memphis looking to extend this drive and keep that momentum going. 3-step drop. He's going to survey the field and he's going to get batted down. Unfortunately for them, they're going to punt this ball away. Devin King with the deflection and all that momentum they gained to end that first half, just like that, seems to have withered away as the crowd goes silent once again.
Devin King just reading the eyes of O.J. Bruin right there. You saw there from a great camera angle from our commissioner, Cameron Irvine. You just see from the back where he was just watching the eyes of O.J. Bruin. Didn't actually look at the receiver, just followed the eyes.
Staying at his 15-yard line, Memphis going to kick this ball away. High hanging punt there, and it's going to be brought in. He's going to elude a defender there before being tackled at the 38-yard line. San Jose is going to get decent starting field position here.
San Jose up 14, having the ball for the first time here in the second half. You need to keep this momentum going. You're doing a great mix of running pass with Hazard and the passing to Spelling, Banfield, and Todd. Doing an amazing job here, keeping Memphis off guard.
The last time they ran this play was a stretch. They run that stretch once again, and this time they're going to get good yardage. It's going to go untouched until he's down at the 39-yard line. 2 times they've run this play, Gerald, and both times they got success out of it.
Hazard for over 110 yards over for the game. Look at the passing. Look at the blocking right there. Just a wide open hole for the second time on that stretch play, as you called. And the hole was just huge. Once again, you and I, after Thanksgiving, we could have kept going. Wow, that is a field flipper right there of a play for San Jose.
San Jose on the brink of field goal range for Jack, who's on the sideline with his helmet in hand, ready to go. Gonna get this ball off to his tailback, and Jimmy Hazard gonna get tackled after a gain of about 2 yards. This time Memphis was ready on that inside run play in between the guards.
A big time stop there, but Anthony Ruths and Randy Gentry on the right side of that line absolutely having a field day with the defensive line of Memphis right now.
3-step drop. He's going to get the ball off to his tailback. He's going to get tackled on the swing pass after a gain of about 1 yard. Will Todd is letting the entire nation know that, hey, the reason he was able to get those yards because of that great block by the tight end, Will Todd. Will, we saw you, buddy.
You mentioned that there was some great blocking up there. I am sorry I missed that block there, Mr. Will Todd. But Will Todd is one of the best blocking tight ends in the league. I will say that.
Solidifying a first-round playoff spot at this rate, he continues this pace up. 3-step drop. Going to get the ball out to a wide-open receiver there. Going to be a pick of about 8 yards for number 81 for San Jose. They continue to move these chains. Jeff Bansfield, he's having a pretty good day, Todd.
Banfield's having a great day. A couple of great catches, a couple of decent blocks. Definitely the wide receiver core and the tight end San Jose can block well on field, so they're moving the ball good.
5-step drop. No one's open downfield. He's going to get sacked by Max Knight. One of the more quiet guys in the SFLm. But he makes his noise on the field here, Gerald.
His 3rd sack of the season, and boy, they move the football. You want to talk about commentators' curse. They're moving the football well, and then they get a sack. 2nd and 16. If you're San Jose, No panic here. You're up 14. Just call a nice, safe play.
Career long of 48 yards. It'll be a 48-yarder from here, so they not make any progress. 5-step drop is going to get the ball out to a receiver. It's going to be number 13. It's going to be a pick of about 4 yards. Doug Spelling with the reception. Down to the 26. 43-yard field goal coming up.
You still got another play here. It's 3rd and 11. Taking what the defense gives them. If they're going to give them that short 5 or 6 yards, they're going to take it, get them closer to the field goal range, and possibly make it another 3-score game.
I apologize, San Jose fans. This ball's going to go deep downfield and batted down. Looking for his receiver there on the reception was Jeff Bansfield, but the ball was batted down. Is going to force that previously mentioned 43-yard field goal.
Just shy. You just, I know Stradamus there with the 43-yard field goal. That was just underthrown, or we'd have been talking about a 24-3 lead. We'll see if Jack Lewis can extend it 17.
From 43 yards out, Jack is saying no sweat. We'll see if the left-footed kicker can make it from here on this attempt. Good snap, good hold. The ball is underway, and it is good right down Broadway. Jack making his presence felt, moving up those draft boards.
20-3. If you came in here saying that this would be the score at this point of the game, you probably would have been taking a lot of money off of Vegas because no one saw this coming. 20-3, only the 3rd time this season that San Jose put up 20 points. We still have a full quarter and a half to go.
Upset alert indeed, as Memphis is wasting a golden opportunity to solidify their playoff positioning. Gets the ball here. We're going to get tackled after weaving a number of defenders down at the 31-yard line. Gerald, what can Memphis do to get a touchdown this drive?
Seems like they're playing tight, like they know that maybe a playoff berth's on the line here. A loss here could be detrimental because you know there's going to be at least 2 teams at 5-2, possibly 3, and you might be on the outside looking in here with a loss.
Memphis lined up in a gun straight. 3 receivers to the top, 1 at the bottom. Going to survey the field and get the ball out to a wide open receiver on the out route who's going to run himself out of bounds trying to make a spin move. C.J. Arthur with a reception there.
The ball was just thrown maybe a second or 2 sooner. They've been able to turn his shoulders upfield to get that, but it's a good gain of 6. You need to get the ball further down the field in my eyes. You got to use the middle of the field. You have a amazing tight end in 6'7", and Jason France has at least 4 inches on the tallest cornerback, so they need to get him involved in this football game.
6'7", he's probably the tallest tight end in the game. Oh, got a wide open receiver. He's going to get dropped as the ball is thrown just over his head. He needed about maybe 3 more inches of height to come down with their reception, but it's going to fall incomplete, Gerald. Golden opportunity missed right there.
Tony Paglia was behind the defense, just could not get his hands on that football. He's shaking his head. All of a sudden, like, man, I still could have been running. This brings up a big 3rd down 4 here for Memphis.
Both receivers off to his right, tight end to his left. He's going to drop back, survey the field, and get the ball to a wide open receiver there, number 81, who's going to be able to extend this drive, fortunately for Memphis. Michael Hammer with another big-time reception.
Guys coming from the backside pressure, comes up and gets that catch. See, he got 5 receptions for 42 yards. Not a great yards per catch average. Like you said, more importantly, they get the 1st down.
Averaging almost 14 yards a carry, 10th in the SFLm. On the reception, they're going to find a wide open receiver deep downfield. Going to be hauled in by C.J. Arthur, who's probably having his best game of the season here, Gerald.
What a pass here. Watch C.J. Arthur coming in here. It's a great route, almost like a pick play with the double crossing route there. The pump fake by O.J. Bruin actually froze the strong safety Monty Wyatt and the free safety Evan Lacey, put them forward, give them some extra room to throw that football in there and laced it in there perfectly.
Memphis fans are saying we're not dead just yet. Three-step drop's gonna get the ball out to his receiver, but he's unable to corral the ball as he was probably focusing on trying to get both feet in bounds, unable to hold on to the football there.
I think he was more worried about his footwork than the football. Up a 2nd and 10 here. If you're Memphis, you need to put the ball in the end zone. Like I said, you have Jason France, you have the Burners and Michael Hammer and CJ Arthur. You need to get the ball in the end zone here.
Michael Harris, their big-time defender downfield. Let's see if they look to him here. They may be with a 7-step drop. He's going to throw the ball all the way downfield. That ball's going to be almost intercepted, as it looks like it might have hit the hands of the intended receiver, the 6'7" Jason France there, but it ball falls harmlessly to the turf.
Monty Wyatt with the 6'3", 223-pound strong safety has tied the SFLm record with 4 interceptions in the season. Almost got the record-breaking rookie 5th there.
Gun straight once again for Memphis. Gonna throw the ball downfield once again. He's gonna get caught this time. Tackled at about the 3-yard line. It's Memphis. They're gonna move the chains as Kent Harris brings in a big-time reception.
Harris just coming over a little bit of late help there from Monty Wise. You see him coming in late there. A great pass play there to get them inside the 5-yard line for the first time in the ball game. Let's see if Memphis can cash this in.
Defense for San Jose, 5 defensive linemen, 3 linebackers, all punched in tight. Gonna hand the ball off. They get tackled after about a gain of about 1 yard as he tries to go to the left of the guard, but he's gonna tackle short. 2nd and 2 coming up.
Monty Wyatt coming up there with the run stop, making up for maybe being late on the last play. But this is gotta say this is 4-down territory right now. If you're Memphis, you have to put it in the end zone right here.
4 minutes and change left in his 3rd quarter. Perhaps it will be. Then hand the ball off to him once again, and he's gonna get tackled short of the line of game for about a half a yard. A big 3rd and 1 coming up.
Evan Lacey and Gary Clem there with the stop. 3rd and goal out the 1. This is at the point now. If you're the offensive line of Memphis, defensive line of San Jose Flight, who wants it more?
Heavy set, 2 backs in the backfield, 3 tight ends. Gonna hand the ball off. Gonna go off tackle to his right, and he's gonna walk in for a touchdown. Memphis, as G.P. Wells just brings this score and puts Memphis on the scoreboard.
Great play call. They tried up the middle twice. No can do. Wells just stretching out the defense. Did you see some great blocking on the outside there? And he just being able to walk it into the end zone. A big touchdown drive for Memphis here. Cut it within 10 points pending the extra point.
Big time players make big time plays in big time moments. G.P. Wells, looking to play like his brother in the SFL, Jalen Wells, puts Memphis on the scoreboard and cuts this lead down to 10. Extra point pending. Snap is good, hold is good, and the kick is good. 20-10 deficit. The only thing standing between Memphis and San Jose for Memphis is opportunity, and it starts here on this kickoff and playing some solid defense.
If you're Memphis, you want to get a 3-and-out right now. Both teams have yet to turn the ball over, which, believe it or not, is a staple of Memphis. They're not prolific in a lot of areas. They've only had 2 turnovers all season.
This ball gonna be collected at the 9-yard line, and there's some heavy hitting going out there as he gets tackled at the 30. San Jose doesn't want to give Memphis any reason to think of a possible comeback, looking for a long sustained drive right here.
Saying about the turnover battle, while they've only had turnovers, they've only created 5, so they need to get a turnover here in a big way.
Shotgun look, no back in the backfield, no pressure. Gonna get this ball out and gonna find a wide open receiver for a big time reception there for San Jose. Doug Spelling, who's had a number of catches today.
Spelling there on the inside slant route. Got to the inside of Mike Ryan, as you can see, and the ball was placed perfectly where only Spelling could get it. So I didn't get that. That ball was going to fall incomplete. A great throw there by Colin Pearson. They're close to midfield.
Skinny post there looked like quarters coverage. You can find the defense napping every time between the corner and the safety. The timing is right. Doesn't like the play. Going to audible out of it. 5-step drop. Going to get the ball out on an out route to an open receiver there. It's going to be a gain of about 5 yards on the play. Once again, Jeff Bansfield on the reception.
Banfield coming up with the Tyro back on the sideline doing his best Carter impersonation. 2nd and 5 coming up. And this is what the flight needed to answer the response from Memphis.
That was a great analogy right there. Chris Carter's with the reception. Big 7-step drop. He's going to throw the ball all the way downfield. Wide open. He's got a man there, Will Todd, collecting a big-time touchdown there. And San Jose, just like that, wipes away all the confidence Memphis just gathered. Will Todd on a deep ball.
They played this. They just called this play once before. Excuse me, get all my words tied up here. But the pass was underthrown. This time it was thrown perfectly by Colin Pierce. Can't let Will Todd get behind you. You can't let any receiver get behind you. But Will Todd is a deep threat for a tight end, and it just shows it right there. Big time score here for San Jose.
Will Todd is solidifying his positioning as a first-round draft pick at this rate, Gerald. He's been playing great all season. This is one of his better games of the year.
That extra point makes it 27-10. This is right now the best offensive output for San Jose in the season. They come in, like I said, averaging only 13.1 points per game offensively. They have doubled that and some. What a game plan right now for San Jose. And if you're Memphis, you have to be worried.
Worried indeed, but there's no time to panic right now. You have opportunity to get back into this ball game. It starts here in his kickoff return. He's going to bring it out to about the 27-yard line. Memphis, you can't worry about what happened a moment ago. It's a next play mentality. You have to have it if you're going to be successful in this league, and it starts right now.
Definitely. There's plenty of time. You have 2 minutes and 37 seconds to go in this quarter. You have a whole fourth quarter to go. Might not need to take chances right away, but you're going to have to take some downfield chances soon.
San Jose playing conservative right now with their secondary. Both safeties in the backfield. Memphis going to take advantage of that by handing the ball off. He's going to go off tackle. He's going to get tackled off the gain of about 3 yards. GP yells with the carry.
I'm with the tackle. And if you're San Jose, you just want to bend but not break. I mean, you can give a first down or two, but you're just playing lights out right now defensively.
Weak side trips for Memphis. 3-step drop, going to get the ball out to GP Wells, but he's going to be corralled by the defense after a gain of about a yard. 3rd and 6 upcoming. Memphis cannot afford to punt this football back to San Jose.
I think O.J. Brewer missed an opportunity there. Saw Wells and tried to get the ball to him, but I think he had another wide receiver out there going on the out route, and that could have gained at least the first down, maybe more. See what happens here on 3rd and 6.
It would have been a first down. 3-step drop is going to find an open receiver, and that's going to be Michael Hammer, who we should have hit in a previous play for the first down, but he gets it here on the out route.
Coming up, making the big stop, pushing him back. Well, he was the first time we called. His name is number 42, Josh Santini. Not until Memphis gets that big first down that they needed.
San Jose playing really conservative. They had a number of defensive backs well beyond the line of scrimmage that basically gave him that first down. 4 receiver set, 3 to his right. 5-step drop. He's going to get the receiver out on the out route. He'll be caught and brought in after a gain of about 9 and gets out of bounds to stop the clock. C.J. Arthur with another reception.
C.J. Arthur there. You see Alan Lucas coming up with the hit. Great awareness there. C.J. Arthur to not only get the ball, his feet and mouth to turn up field, but also to stop the clock. Knowing that time is of the essence right now if you're Memphis.
2nd and 1. heavy set. We've had success out of this play. This time they bring it out in a stretch, and it's going to be tackled short of the line of gain. 3rd and 1 upcoming. Each time they ran this before with success, has been up the middle. This time they elected to try to fool the defense, go outside, but they weren't having any of that.
Big time defense makes big time plays. Devin King comes up with a huge stop to stop the first down run. Up a 3rd, and looks like a half yard. We'll call it a long one.
3rd and 1 receiver on the field. 3-step drop. Gonna throw it out to the receiver. It's gonna be collect the ball and bring it downfield for a nice big gain in the play. And I thought he had a receiver open downfield, but he elected to dump that ball off to his fullback for a nice gain.
Isaac Holtz, who had a decent game against Salt Lake in the 24-17 win, was a great play caller. How you let him that wide open at this stage of the game is unheard of, but big first down for Memphis.
Big first down indeed. Then they go 3 receivers with his tailback off to his left. Big 7-step drop here. He's going to check it down to a receiver on the out route, but he's covered, batted down, and almost intercepted by 2 San Jose Flight defenders. That was almost ugly. Devin King almost returned that football.
Devin King right there, but right there was another pass defense. And this time it was by Josh Sattini. And I'll tell you this, if that ball would have been picked off, there was nobody between Devin King and the end zone.
Put your 4s up in the chat. Memphis looking to get back into this ball game. San Jose looking to keep the pace. 11 minutes going to decide this contest. Stay tuned. Memphis at the 39-yard line, going left to right, gun straight. 3 receivers at the top of the screen. Going to receive this ball, look downfield, going to check it down to his tight end. Going to turn around and run upfield, going to get tackled. And I can't tell if he picked up the first down, and I believe he's just short.
I think they spotted him well enough for the first down, and they did. This is where Jason France can be a huge asset going across the middle of the football field, because they're probably going to check the outside and leave the middle open.
7-step drop once again. This time he's going to throw the ball deep downfield. It's going to be intercepted. Intercepted by San Jose and returned a number of yards down to the, I believe around the 10-yard line is Monte Wyatt.
Right there is your new single season interception machine. 5th interception, breaking the SFL record he was tied with coming into this game with 4. First turnover of this football game, and it is costly for Memphis.
He also came into this game with 10 pass defense, which leads the entire SFLm. San Jose lines up with 2 receivers off to their right. Going to hand the ball off to the tailback. He's going to pick up a nice chunk of about 7 yards on the play. Jimmy Hazard at 120 yards and a touchdown. He's had a great game.
This is where the running offense of San Jose is going to come up huge. As you see some great blocking right there, once again by the San Jose Flight offensive line and receivers. We're talking about that all game, bringing up a 2nd and 3 or a couple first downs, and the Flight just might get their first win of the season.
10 minutes is going to decide this contest. Going to hand the ball off to Hazard, who's going to go off tackle untouched until he gets down to the 40-yard line. And he's had a number of plays off tackle today here, Gerald.
That is runs that he's been doing, like you said, all game. They're going to get to go out to the right, to the left. If they can bounce it to the outside and get to the numbers, they are getting some great yards per run right there.
Off tackle once again, and he's going to get tackled this time behind the line of scrimmage. That play has not worked for them at all today.
Nick Vaughn coming up there with the big 2-yard loss, making it 2nd and 12. But that big run actually flips the field again. They were back inside their own 10. Now with the get the, if they have to punt the football, they can put them at their own 25. It's just a big field change.
2nd and 10 going to go off tackle, and this time going to gain 2 yards back to the original line of scrimmage. 3rd and 10 upcoming.
Memphis wasn't going to get burned on that run as they put pressure up on the outside and forcing and basically funneling Mr. Jimmy Hazard to the interior of the line to only gain 2 yards.
3rd and 10 with a bunch of receivers at the top of the screen. He's going to chuck this ball off. He's going to almost pick up the first down, but instead he's going to get tackled 2 yards short of the line of gain, and Memphis still has life.
That ball got there a second or two sooner. That could have been devastating for Memphis. But San Jose did what they could do. Get a couple first downs, get some time off the clock here, and getting those first downs, flip the field once again, almost a block.
Almost blocked there, but able to get it out and underway to Memphis. He's going to get tackled at about the 19-yard line. They're going to mark it. Have had any success in the return game whatsoever, but there's no time like the present for Memphis to try and get back into this ball game with just under 8 minutes remaining.
Need 3 scores. Have 8 minutes to go. You're going to have to try and force the ball deep. Yeah, it might cost another turnover as they did on their last drive, but they need to force the ball downfield. They need to score points, and they need to score them quickly.
Spread offense, no back in the backfield, and because of it, the pressure comes up the middle. No one open downfield. He's going to get hit as he throws. That ball going to fall harmony to the ground, incomplete.
Mr. Wayne putting the heat on UJ Bruin here. This is where Memphis needs to be. I think they need to be more aggressive than they've been all game or possibly all season. Playoff hopes are wavering right now. 4-2 with this loss would be 4-3.
The receiver is going to go up the middle, and it's going to be a gain of about 1 yard. And I'm not sure at one point down 17, do you elect to go away from this running game and try to get more plays downfield, Gerald?
Another big play there by Devin King, who's now on the sidelines on this 3rd and 9. Secondary has been playing great right now for San Jose. Can they continue the momentum? Stop Memphis again.
Go back to the backfield. 5-step drop. He's going to throw the ball downfield, and it's almost intercepted by San Jose, and Memphis is going to have to punt this ball off yet again, Gerald. Alan Lucas on the play.
Lucas with the drop, with the knockdown, and San Jose has come in and have absolutely silenced this crowd and is shocking the SFL nation right now. 27-10 lead and getting the ball back. 7:19 to go.
Getting the ball back is going to get pretty good starting field position too. As San Jose, they're going to gather the ball at the 44-yard line. They're going to return it up 3 yards short of midfield. San Jose looking to run some time off this clock at this point.
Definitely, and if you don't think one play can flip the field, that big run, Jimmy Hazard has done that. Now they have the ball at their own 47-yard line. Can basically run the football and use up as much clock as they want to.
They're going to spread the defense out here. Should they run a trap play up the middle? Linebacker showing blitz. They do, and they call it just out of a great play there as they were able to break inside the A-gap and pretty much bottle up that pocket. Nowhere to go for Hazard. He's going to take a 2-yard loss.
Got Max Knight and Maverick Hughes coming up there with the tackle for loss there. Loss of 2, bringing up 2nd and 12. San Jose flight, you want to protect the football.
3-step drop out of the bunt set. Going to dump this ball off to Hazard, and he's going to get tackled inbounds to keep the clock running. Smart play by him. 3rd and 6 coming up.
It could have fought to gain a couple more yards, go out of bounds, but made the smart play, stuck it back up inside, keep this clock running. 3rd and 6, great play call there for San Jose. It was almost like a long handoff, tucking the football, running the clock down.
Spread the defense out yet again. 3-step drop, and that ball is somehow brought in I thought it was going to get deflected there right at the line of game, but it's not. Will Todd with another big play for San Jose.
How that ball got past Maverick Hughes, I have no idea. A big time throw there to Colin Pierce to get a first down, and they're once again driving in Memphis territory.
San Jose with 2 receivers on the field. Wide open receiver. And I believe that's Will Todd. Yes, it is. Will Todd with yet another reception. Will Todd is killing this defense.
They are exploiting the middle of that defense right now. As you see here, look at that. Just unbelievable. Just a little bit late there. Maverick Hughes saw it just a second too late. He saw the pass was all just past his arm as he tried to swat it down. Another great throw by Colin Pierce, and they're driving again.
Todd is not thinking next level. He's thinking today. Liz Harris is going to get the ball in the handoff. Going to pick up about 2 yards before he's being corralled to the turf. And San Jose is doing exactly what they want to do. Kill the play clock.
The Waterhouse with the tackle. If I'm the San Jose flight coaching staff, I don't want to see Hazard holding that ball like a loaf of bread. You need to tuck that ball in, son.
He sure did there. Good call. Offset eye. Hazard going to get the handoff, and he's going to get tackled this time. 2 yards lost, and they'll bring up 3rd and 10. And if I'm San Jose, I'm not even putting this ball in the air.
I agree with you. You don't throw the ball at this point. At this point, you just okay. Hey, Jimmy, just let you know you're getting the ball again here. Just you're in field goal range. Don't do any stupid moves or stupid chances.
Put 2 hands on the football, young man. Colin Pierce letting his play clock dwindle down inside 7. Going to hand the ball off to Hazard. He's going to get tackled at about the line of scrimmage. Probably maybe about a half-yard loss. Going to set up what's going to be about a 37-yard field goal for Jack Lewis, who's been quite the busy man today.
Jack Lewis going to try to put 3 more points on the board here. And this probably would be the nail in the coffin here, because you have to score, if you're Memphis, 3 touchdowns with 3 and change to go. Uphill tasking. They have the personnel to do it. They haven't shown it so far in this game.
3 successful PATs, 2 successful field goals. Here's another one. It's going to be up, and it is good. Jack Lewis with a number of points for his team today. Add 3 more to the books here. San Jose is tasting victory.
15 for 15 for the season. And San Jose picked a great way to end the season here. The 30-10 lead so far. Really being a spoiler Memphis's playoff chances.
Gonna kick this ball off to Memphis right now. Gonna get out, return, and elude a couple of defenders before being tackled at the 27-yard line. And at this point in the ball game, Memphis just has to have an air-it-out mentality and just hope for the best.
There don't leave anything left out here. 3:22. You need 3 scores. Weirder things have happened in the SFL. You need to take the chances you need to start throwing the football downfield, getting chunks of yards, 15, 20, maybe even 30 yards at a time.
3 receivers set, doesn't like what he sees. Offset eye, 3-step drop. Gonna look and throw it to the safe route for a big game about 7 yards, but he's tackled inbounds. The clock is gonna continue to run. Got to get the ball snapped off here. 3-step drop. He's going to find the receiver for a nice pick of about 8 yards. Hurry up offense. Just what they needed. They did a great job of moving the ball downfield in the first half. Let's see how they do so here. Another 3-step drop. Going to get the ball out to a receiver. He's going to pick up. Oh, he's going to stay in bounds. They're going to call him. And he's going to get tackled and knocked out of bounds finally at the 43-yard line for Memphis. Don Harmon on the reception. Let's keep on a tackle.
I thought he stepped out of bounds right there. That might be a challenge. That might be a challengeable call there. If you're San Jose, we stop the momentum here that you have from Memphis. As you said before, up-tempo offense is what got them their first points of the football game at the end of the first half. I'm surprised they didn't go back to it.
Victor was clearly out of bounds. They did not rule so. They're going to keep going here. He's going to look downfield. No one is open. It's going to be a coverage sack. He's got to throw that ball away, Gerald. He'd elected not to. The clock's going to keep running. 3 receivers on the field, 2 backs in the backfield. Both of them go out in the coverage. Looking downfield once again. He's going to find a receiver downfield, and the clock is going to get stopped on the reception after the late hit penalty. No need for that if they're San Jose at this point. But they're going to give Memphis free additional life here, almost like an additional lifeline after that late hit penalty.
Your number 27, you're Jeffrey Goodwin. You cannot make that play. I know you're upset that you got beat. That was just ill advised, and you're going to put them inside the 20-yard line with that play. You don't want to give teams an extra shot here. Like you said, you can't give them free yards. You've been playing so good for so long. You have 2.5 left. Don't mess it up now.
Can't afford to stop the clock here. If you're San Jose, you want that clock ticking as much as possible. Dime look here versus the empty set. Big 5-step drop. No one is open. He's going to survey the field and get the ball downfield. And it's almost intercepted as he was looking for the corner of the end zone. Unable to find his target there as Jeffrey Goodwin once again makes a great play.
Goodwin makes a great play, but I have no idea O.J. Bruin was thinking he was going to get that ball. Whoever was back in the corner, that was perfect coverage by Goodwin as he had basically all the boundaries behind him and was in front of the receiver. Great play.
Empty set, doesn't like what he sees. Done an audible, O.J. Bruin does. 5-step drop, gonna get the ball out again into double coverage, and it's gonna get batted down, and luckily it's not intercepted as no one was open on that play. Not sure what he was looking at there.
Coming up with 2 great plays, trying to make up for that awful late hit penalty. It's going to bring up 3rd and 10.
Jeff Banfield in the chat says he almost redeemed himself. Almost indeed, but only counts in horseshoes. Empty set, 5 receivers on the field, and a tight end. Got a tight end going to the corner, but he doesn't look his way. Instead, he looks out to the flat, and it's almost deflected and intercepted and would have been returned for a touchdown had he been able to get 2 hands on that football.
That would have definitely been pick 6, but 4th down territory here. With the 10, you need to at least get to the 5-yard line to keep this drive going. Big play here for Memphis.
Will Todd is on the sidelines yelling defense at his team, saying 1 more stance. Can they get it? 4 receivers set, and the tight end gonna line up. A big 5-step drop. He's gonna get the ball out into the flat. That's not gonna do it. He's gonna get tackled inbounds, well short of the line of gain. That's not gonna get the job done. And Memphis is gonna have to give this ball right back to San Jose. And Gerald, that just might do it.
I understand what the play call was, trying to bait him on the inside so he can go around the outside to get that 1st down. That was just poor execution by Memphis, and it gives the ball right back to San Jose.
I didn't catch the number, but he had a receiver running to the post, and I thought that's where he might have went, but he did not. Instead, San Jose gets his ball and elects to pass. No one is open. He's going to get sacked, and luckily able to hold on to the football as Max Knight brings in his 2nd sack of the night.
Exactly. And why are you throwing the football if you're San Jose? I don't understand it. Well, it's the backup quarterback that's in, Mark Blake. I don't understand why you're even remotely trying to put that ball in the air.
My only guess, they're trying to give him some confidence. We hit the 2-minute warning. San Jose looking to dwindle the rest of this play clock away. Stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Jose lined up deep on their own 8-yard line. Is going to pass once again out of a 7-step drop. Looking downfield, sees no one, tries to throw the ball away, and he does just in the nick of time as he was being hit. That could have been ugly. That was a potentially sacked fumble, and ran to the end zone by Memphis. Last thing they want right now for San Jose.
I have no clue why there wasn't a flag thrown there for intentional grounding. But if you're San Jose, what are you doing? Throwing the football. You're just leaving timeouts on the board for Memphis.
Three-step drop. Going to get this ball out to the flat, and San Jose going to have to punt this ball back to Memphis after an ugly offensive series for San Jose. Easily their worst of the night. As you said, I'm not sure what they were doing. Perhaps they feel that this lead is insurmountable and they're trying to get some work in for their backup quarterback.
There's no lead is insurmountable. I don't care if it's in the SFL or whatever. You play, to quote, forget the coach, I think it's Herm Edwards, you play to win the game.
Look at this punt away. I would have went after it if I was Memphis. They elect not to. Going to field this ball at 50-yard line where he spins and works his way down to the 45. Memphis going to get their best starting field position of the day. Can they take advantage of it and put some points on the board here late?
Yeah, it looks like they're bringing in Joseph Green. Do we see a Joseph Green signing coming out of that huddle? I know, maybe I think Jay Bruin is still in the game.
Trying to draw the defense offside out of this gun straight formation. He's going to go for it all, and it's going to get batted down. And Goodwin is making a number of plays today defending Michael Hammer.
Especially late here in this fourth quarter, coming up with a couple of great plays. As you saw, thank you, TY 58-1. As you see, Albuquerque is 33-20. They'll move to 5-2 to be tied with the Birmingham Fuel. And Annapolis will fall to 4-3.
Two heavyweight hitters going at it. Five-step drop for Memphis. Got to catch his receiver on the out route. As Michael Hammer wants to come down with the big-time play to get out of bounds here at the 34-yard line. Great play getting the first down and stopping the clock.
Definitely smart play there. Michael Hammer, great throw there by A.J. Bruin. Still have time left with $1:34 to go.
Memphis trying to get a Memphis City miracle if there is one. Big five-step drop, going to find his receiver on the reception and out of bounds for a gain of about 3 yards. C.J. Arthur, who's had a number of receptions today.
We've seen Music City Miracle once before, haven't we?
We have, a number of years ago. Not quite sure how many people in the audience who remember that game or even around watching.
I just dated myself, but oh well.
I did too by owning up to it. Three-step drop out of his three receivers. He's going to get an open receiver between the corner and the safety. Got a big-time hit down there. Down at the 15-yard line is Michael. Three-step drop. He's going to go for the end zone. He's going to catch him. Michael Hammer on the reception gets the touchdown to put Memphis on the board here. And extra point pending. Find themselves down 2 scores.
Can't sleep on any team in the SFL minor league. What a throw there. Great route run there. Scores a touchdown. We're congratulating San Jose. I wouldn't be too quick about that. There's still $1:16 left. Anything can happen.
Great reception and great anticipation by O.J. Bruin as well. The throw. Snap is good. Hold is good. PAT is good. I smelled an onside kick coming up.
I think everybody in the stands and everybody watching knows it's going to be an onside kick here. If you're San Jose, you've definitely got to throw that last drive out of the window here and just run the football.
If Memphis gets this ball back, they have 3 timeouts to work with. The ball is going to be infielded by San Jose. They're going to get the ball back. Great job securing that football for San Jose. Kyle Perry doing a great job of securing that ball on the bounce.
Backup tight end coming up with a huge play on the hands team right there. Did you see Colin Pierce back in the football game? They thought that they might do this with now them being within 2 scores. Smart play.
Ball handed off to Hazard, who's able to get up and get a gain of about 6 yards on the carry. And I tell you what, had he broken that tackle cleanly, the way Memphis was lined up there, that had 6 written all over it.
Once again, pulling that football like a loaf of bread on the outside. They gained 6 yards, and like you said, that would have been 6 if the defense wouldn't have come up with that tackle at that point of the drive. But here it comes 2nd and 4.
3-3 look for Memphis. I'm not sure if I've seen that today out of them. First time, 3-step drop. They're going to get the ball out to Hazard, who makes a man miss and going to pick up the first down. Pivotal play there for Hazard. And Memphis have to burn another timeout, and that's going to pretty much wrap this game up for San Jose.
Bernard Smith, the 4th, we haven't called his name a lot in this game. I think it's the first time I've mentioned him coming up with that tackle, but right there, Jimmy Hazard just put his shoulders down and just powered those legs, get that first down, and basically put this game on ice.
San Jose is going to go in a victory formation and force Memphis to burn their last timeout.
All you can say for San Jose is they came in here. Yeah, basically, this was their Super Bowl. They had nothing to lose. They wanted to go out on a winning note. They played picture-perfect football on all phases of the football game. So, great job if you're San Jose.
I totally agree with you. They came out, elected to receive the ball, and marched right downfield for 7 and have not looked back since. They set the tone on both sides of the field with their offensive and defensive lines, and this game was over in the first half as far as I'm concerned, with the tone that San Jose set in this ball game.
You're Memphis, you're going to fall to 4-3. Only really saving grace that you can have right now is the fact that Annapolis lost, go to 4-3 as well, and you do have the tiebreaker on Annapolis, so I'll don't want to dwell on this loss. It couldn't be not as bad as it could have been if you're Memphis, but congratulations to San Jose Flight on your first win of the season.
I agree, but Memphis blew a golden opportunity to shed some light on these playoff positionings with the standings if they got a win here today. They did not. And as you mentioned, San Jose going to pick up their first win of the season, increasing their record to 1-7. And I'm sure Will Todd and company are very proud, as well as these coaches for San Jose, with the coaching they've done today to get this win.
See the stats right there, pretty even, except for that one turnover. San Jose did control the clock there. You see just over 24 minutes. Player of the game, I think, is going to be Jimmy Hazard. Had some great runs and a touchdown run in the first half. As you stated before, San Jose finishes the season 1-7 as they have a bye in the last week. And Memphis goes to Ottawa, and if Ottawa wins their game, they will be 4-3 as well. So that could be a play-in game going to Ottawa, but Memphis, not shocked. I think they might have been looking past San Jose, who's coming in 0-7. But once again, hats off to San Jose and their coaching staff. Great job.
I agree with you. Perhaps they were looking past them. Who knows? Only their coaching staff and players know the answer to that question. But with over 6+ minutes time of possession, as I stated earlier, they just set the tone in this ball game. I mean, you going with your player of the game, I might lean towards Will Todd. He had a great game in this contest, made a number of big plays to keep the chains moving, had a big touchdown that separated themselves and gave themselves a bigger lead there in that second half. It's going to be a close one, but my nod goes to Will Todd.
Will Todd did have a great game. You see here, last score of the ball game, Michael Hammer. But it was too little too late for Memphis at that point.
Christian Brown is in the chat telling his teammates beers are on him as they're going to go deep into the night celebrating this win. I don't care at what point you get that first win. Every win is big in terms of momentum, morale, confidence, and everything of that nature. Moving forward to season 3 of the SFLm minor league season, they're going to use this as a stepping stone to let their teammates and new teammates and coaches know what the standard is to try to get W's. Jimmy Hazard ends up being a player of the game, as you stated, with 142 yards rushing and a touchdown on 27 attempts. For Jared Judicessi, calling the game alongside me, Cam, somewhere deep in Arkansas, this is Eddie Gage signing off. Thanks for coming. Good night.